So get ready. Strap in your headphones for the most controversial show on the internet, Morally Bankrupt, with your host, D. Marie.
What up, people? That's right. It's Morally Bankrupt with your host, D. Marie. All right? We morally bankrupt in here. If you don't know what that means, Google it. All right? If you don't like stuff straight out of the mouth of D. Marie, then you know where you can go. Right? Don't look for any pity patty party stuff over here. This is the D. Marie show. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. Go find another channel, because we about to get it cracking up in here. All right. Shout out to everybody tuning in. All right. Tune in to the boy D. Marie. You can find me in several platforms in some form, shape, or fashion. You dig? But we're going to get right into it, man. What's going on morally out here? What's immoral? Let's start it. All right. What's trending in America right now? Number one topic of today, Ellen Gu wins gold in free ski halfpipe. Now, I don't know anybody personally that is watching the Winter Olympics. Probably only cocaine addicts wishing that it was coke that they had in front of them on their table while they was watching the Winter Olympics. So they can imagine it was coke in front of... Okay, you get the point that I'm saying, right? But shout out to Ellen Gu, whatever country she represents. I'm not going to go there, right? She's free skiing with a half pipe. It sounds like somebody in a crack spot doing blow, but that's another point, right? They had crackhead Olympics. Ellen Wu would be a gold medalist because she's free skiing a half pipe. All right. What else is trending in out here in these streets? Kim Potter. All right. For those who don't know, Kim Potter was convicted of killing Dante Wright in a shooting. Allegedly, she was supposed to be detaining Mr. Dante Wright because he refused, I guess, to be detained. You can look up the story if you want more information. And Kim Potter thought she was going for a taser and shot that man by mistake. Now, Kim, I don't know if you made good breakfast when you were a free woman, but it seems like you can't tell the difference between a toaster and a microwave. Do you put your Pop-Tarts in a microwave or a toaster? All right, those are two different people according to psychology. Okay, maybe not. I just made that up. But those are two different people. If you put your Pop-Tarts in the microwave, it better be less than 10 seconds. Because if you cook it any further, it's going to be a hot mess. All right? Kim Potter accidentally shot Dante Wright as an officer. She was getting 2 years. Listen, I know people that got more time for that for stealing lotion at Walgreens. All right? Okay, maybe they probably did it 24 times before they got 2 years. But still, you get the point. All right, Kim Potter, 2 years. Let's be for real. Now we don't understand these judges follow, their statutes, and they can only sentence people to somewhat and what, right? But she gets 24 months in prison, right? She's already been sitting up for a couple of months, I believe, right? And she's only going to do 2 years. She killed Mr. Wright. He doesn't have his life anymore. 20 years old, right? She got first and second degree murder. 2 years. That's it. So what? Anybody could just walk around and do what the hell they want. You're only doing 2 years. Some people may think, hey, 2 years is worth it. All right. Some people said she had white women tears at the sentencing, but I think the judge already had his sentencing planned out before she got there. So I don't think her tears would have washed away any guilt from the judge. All right. But we all know that she should have did more than 2 years. And I hope we all seen Orange is the New Black. Hopefully when she comes out in those 2 years, she won't have a mohawk, be tatted, and talk about, she's in love with women now. We're going to see what happens to her now. I doubt she'd even be, she's going to be meet Big Bertha. They probably, since she was a cop, probably wouldn't even see anybody. She has 58 days credit. All right. She's about to do 16 months most likely. All right. And that is going to be stressful for her, but still a slap on the wrist. She'll survive. But Mr. Dante Wright isn't. So I don't think that's morally right, people. That is morally wrong. All right. Now, what's going on to other news? You got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out. This is probably like the 18th version. I hope this one is in VR or something, so we can see the incest family's true genetic markings and their birthmarks. Because Texas Chainsaw Massacre is clearly just an incest family that went haywire. All right. Chainsaw Massacre. The guy has a skin face. right? I don't know if you know that he can call Cardi B, and Cardi B could probably put him under somebody in the basement. That could probably give him a skin face so much cheaper than he's paying. He's paying the price of murder. But holler at your boy. I could hook you up. You can get some BBL face and get some injections, fix that grill. Um, on and on and on. If you want to check that movie that's out there, you want to stream it, you want to go watch it, do you? But I won't be watching it with you. All right. Next, Republican Representative Jim Hagerton dies of cancer. Now we all know cancer is always going to be a morally bankrupt because we don't want cancer out here. Right? Cancer needs to go find a place to stay somewhere on another planet. I hope all the money that Elon Musk spends, he's planning to put cancer in one of those planets to just sit there for the rest of its eternity. Because cancer is definitely morally bankrupt, and we need to find a cure. All right. If not, just admit that weed kills cancer. All right. Rest in peace to Mr. Jim Hagedorn. All right. Coca-Cola is releasing a limited edition beverage called Starlight. Now, I don't know about you, but most times soda companies release a beverage, it usually doesn't work out, right? People do not want anything else. All this $30 trillion you spent instilling Coca-Cola into our brains, what makes you think we're going to be unprogrammed and want your damn Starlight? Sounds like tuna fish, fam. We're not drinking no black tuna fish. All right, keep it to yourself, Coca-Cola. We don't want that. Anybody tasted it? Hit me up. Let me know if you like it. If not, then beat your face. All right. They said it tastes like space. Now, I don't know what the hell space tastes like. What does space taste like? Anybody know? Now, only if you're on fentanyl or something like that would think that you could taste space. Did Elon Musk taste space? Is that what he spent all those billions of dollars on just so he could stick his tongue out and taste space? Makes a lot of sense, okay? Rich people and their problems. All right. What's going on ahead? They got an Elvis movie coming out. Yeah. Okay. Another news, a woman jumps off a Carnival cruise ship. All right, this is trending. Big trends out here. A woman jumped off a Carnival cruise ship. I read the article earlier. Somehow she was having issues on the boat. All right. She started spazzing out. I don't know if she checked her Bitcoin price and seen that it had dropped. She was pretty pissed off. Now, before I go any further, suicide is never funny. If you feel suicidal, please seek help. Call 911 anywhere you're at, in your local country. Really seek help. There's helps out here. As you know, I was a caseworker, faces caseworker, aka I'm a superhero without the utility belt. I don't have a utility belt because I owe Con Edison. So until I pay my bill, I will not be a superhero. So don't call me for help. But back to this, like I said, if you have help, you need help, and you're feeling some kind of stress, you can reach out to me. I can link you to some local areas where you can get some assistance. All right, because suicide should never be your last resort. Now, this woman here somehow was destroyed, and I think she was detained at once, and somehow she ran and leaped off of the ship. Apparently, they threw life preservers down there, and the Coast Guard was searching her for hours and couldn't find her. And God bless her. Her soul. I don't know why she did it, but suicide is never the answer, and whether that's morally bankrupt, I guess it depends on your religion, right? I guess that could possibly be an easy way to escape your debt collector, but that's the only thing that's possible. But like I said, if you are experiencing stress, seek out help. All right, it's crazy. It's morally bankrupt to the max. All right. Now, Michael Jordan is checking in as the number one top athletic on the 75 list, which makes sense. All right. Because the man has sneakers all over the damn place. Um, Michael Jordan definitely has hops. He's been jumping for a long time. And one thing he has a problem with is jumping over white women. He has a thing for them light skins, whether he's a Spaniard or something. He loves them. All right. He got all the feminist black women going crazy. He got their dreads up in the straightness. Mikey Mike, number one. I don't know when he wasn't number one. All right. Shout out to Michael Jordan. But standing on the line for Jordans is not morally right, man. It's not morally right, man. Get your life right. All right. Unless those sneakers you're gonna sell them and flip them for somebody's salary. Other than that, you just wearing them to impress that girl across the street. Don't do it, man. It's not worth it. She's probably sleeping with the meat guy across the street for cold cuts, and you about to spend your life savings just to get with her. And she's probably gonna use you for some some Nikes on flightclub.com. So you gotta be easy, my guy. What we doing out here, man? We having a great time over here. Smallly bankrupt D Marie, right? We doing our thing. Uh, what else is trending out here? You got the mayor trying to stop drill rap. Um, what he needs to do is stop the funk. He needs to pass out. They want to pass out masks. They need to pass out deodorant on the subway to the homeless people. If they have nowhere to stay, they want to sleep on a train, and we can't find them a place until we do. That's cool. But in the meantime, we have to smell it. So, Mayor, please invest some of my tax dollars to some bars of deodorant. All right, some bath body wash or something. We got to help these people out so we can intolerate what their intolerantness. All right. The Knicks gave up 28 points in like 2 quarters. I'm not shocked because, yeah, exactly. We're just gonna leave that alone. Trey Songz has been accused of rape, of a brutal rape, um, which is kind of crazy because for years he's been singing that the neighbors should hear him when he's in the middle of his acts. Now, me personally, I'm a lazy guy in bed, but Trey Songz here must be swinging on chains and hooks in his bedroom. But now he got himself in some hot water. All right. And he's being accused of a brutal rape in a lawsuit. I'm not going to go into it, but you can look it up. This is probably the several accusations that he's received right lately. People is accusing this guy left and right. Now, a bunch of years back, I had a girlfriend's ex-girlfriend's sister was invited on the stage and got to grind on Trey Songz or whatever. And apparently there was, the R word was not being committed by him that day. It definitely was being committed by her. All right. And at the same time, she had a boyfriend. And we'll just leave it like that, right? If you want to know more about that, go read about Kevin Samuels in the Manosphere. They'll tell you about things like that, man. Shout out to them guys. Yeah, so he's being called a savage R word, and apparently he stuck his 42nd Street Times Square hot dog into the plaintiff's Angus burger. All right, and she felt it in the Angus burger apparently and screamed, and that's why the neighbors heard it. This is not funny. Like I said, if you've ever been assaulted, please seek help. Call 911 and report the clown. All right. Report the clown because we don't want to. We don't care who you are. You're a rich guy, broke guy, half broke guy. Um, we don't tolerate that stuff out here, and that's morally bankrupt. See, when you're talking about morally bankrupt, that's morally bankrupt. Morally bankrupt. We don't care if you're a celebrity or not. If you did something like that, you should go down, right? Just like that, man. All right, where we at it with, man? Morally bankrupt, D. Marie. 25-point loss to Knicks. They're totally morally bankrupt. They're so morally bankrupt, we not giving them no airtime. All right. Yeah, this is what we doing out here. Sloshing these people. Tristan Thompson is another one. He has 8,000 kids. He seems to be battling with the guy who hosts Wild and Out. That guy who seems he's be trying to spread his infected or not infected but troubled genes all over the place. As we know, he has a chronic illness that may take his life. We're not talking about Tristan Thompson. We're talking about the other guy who hosts Wild and Out. And it seems like some of those kids may get those genes. Let's not act like some of those kids that he's creating may not get those genes. And he's just spreading it all over the place, all right? But that's a whole nother story. But that there is morally bankrupt. Anthony Davis's ankles, that's another morally bankrupt thing. Hope he heals quick. But that man gets hurt so much, him and Mitchell Robinson on the Knicks always falling on the floor, right? grabbing their ankles, man. Pause. Yeah, somebody's calling, and they're messing up my footage. So we doing out here, man. And yeah, so listen, people getting plastic surgery. Somebody passed away and got dumped in front of a Bronx hospital the other day after getting an illegal BBL. They were left there to die. Rest in peace to them. I don't remember the details. You can look that one up. That is terrible. People are still risking it just so they can look in the mirror and say their butt is bigger. I don't get it, but I understand image is everything. People self-esteem. The internet stares at you all day. You stare back at it. You see people that you want to be like. You feel that person's life is wonderful. But all it does is corrupt your mind and turn you into a piece of swine. All right. So, did we touch everything today? You know, what else is? What's the other things that happened there? You know, Eminem kneeled. I don't care about that. What else? Drill rap gonna be banned? I don't know. How we gonna know what's going on out there with these little kids if they ban it? Just don't be talking about people that are sleeping permanently, all right? Leave it alone, and we'll move on to that. But this has been your boy, D. Marie. That's right, the comedian. Catch me in New York City, performing somewhere. If you got a show, book your boy, Smallly Banker, D. Marie. We out till next time. Deuces!